Gentlemen, today's video isn't a video. It's a mission. There will be danger, interrogation, and quite possibly death, aka sleeping on the couch. Unfortunately, some of you won't make it, but those who do and are successful, amazing hair will be yours. Today, I'm going over 5 hair products you need to steal from your girl. Technically, you probably shouldn't steal theirs. Maybe try, borrow, and then eventually get your own. Because, as you know, chicks are crazy. And when it comes to their hair, they're even more crazy. And you start messing with their stuff. I'm just saying, things could get freaky, and not in a good way. But they figure some things out. And so, today, I'd like to go over some things that we could learn from the ladies. There are 5 things that your girl or mother uses on her hair that you should steal. Number 1, steal her shampoo and conditioner. Don't forget the tige. Use Tige Hanley for your face to make sure that it maintains its handsomeness, right? You gotta do the same thing for your hair, which means you should be using a high-quality shampoo and conditioner for that amazing flowing locks of amazingness that is your hair. There are tons of great shampoos and conditioners on the market, but one thing you should not do, which a lot of guys do, is use a shampoo-conditioner combo, thinking, hey, I'm knocking it out, right? Well, the issue is that it's kind of counterproductive. You've got a shampoo that is intended to strip stuff out of your hair. The condition is meant to replace. So when you have it together, shampoo first, condition second. You don't necessarily need to shampoo your hair every single day. You definitely do not need to condition every day. I would say once, twice a week. That's all it's going to take to keep your hair looking luscious, strong, soft, silky, smooth, and delicious. Speaking of delicious, it doesn't get any more delicious than Pete and Pedro Clean and Condition. I will link to them down in the description. You don't need to get a big bottle. We sell small ones too. Number 2, steal her hair dryer. Cheap hair dryers have 2 settings, low and fuck your hair up. Her hair dryer, however, is a tool in her beautification process. It's this bad boy, yeah, like a gun, like a handsome enhancing blow drying gun, is going to distribute the heat more evenly. It's better, it's not as damaging, it's not as powerful like torching your hair. It also is going to have a few different settings. Invest in a solid hair dryer. Number 3, steal her comb and brush. And just kidding. You probably don't want to steal your girl's brush or comb because you will lose a testicle potentially, but I would invest in your own. And the reason you need 2 and not just a comb or a brush is that they do different things. The comb is meant after a shower to get the tangles out of your hair. It's more gentle, right? Getting it all ready for this bad boy. This is the time in which you brush your hair. The idea is that the bristles are actually going to start stimulating stuff. That stuff being essential oils. It's like, yo, buddy, it's like tapping on your scalp and saying, come on, I'm ready for you. The brush also helps with circulation of the scalp, which is essential for keeping healthy hair. And it also gets your hair into place and a little bit more perfect. And the longer your hair, the more important it is to have both. Number 4, steal her sea salt spray. Sea salt spray in my hair? Gentlemen, here's the deal. When I first heard of sea salt spray, I'm like, what kind of nonsense is that? And my buddy was like, yo, you gotta try it, I'm telling you. And so I used his, I squirted in my hair, and I let it dry, and it was incredible how much volume and texture I had. And so I actually went to the lab and created our own for Pete and Pedro called Salt. If you guys want to actually, let me show you how to use it. So to use sea salt spray, it's pretty simple. After you get out of the shower, your hair is damp. Towel dry it pretty well. Then give your hair like 5, 6, 7, 8 squirts, a nice little spritzing all over. Then all you're going to do is come in and apply a little bit of styling product. I'm going to be using Pete and Pedro Putty because it is awesome. Apply your product like normal right over top of the sea salt spray. Then you got a few different options. You can just let your hair dry, and then when it's finished, you can go in and break it up and give it the business, and you'll be amazed at how much life and texture and body it has. Or you can hit it with a hair dryer and then come back in and style it a little bit, which is the option I'm going for right now. And then when you're finished, I mean, your hair just has so much crazy volume. Then what I'll do is usually just go in and hit it with a little bit more product, just a little bit, about half as much as I used before. And what this is going to do is just give it a little more hold and help me just manipulate it into place a little bit. But the sea salt spray, you guys are going to be like amazed at how much body texture and amazingness you get. I have so much volume and texture. It's insane. Now, one thing that I was a little bit concerned about is salt good or bad for your hair? Does it dry your hair out? And the answer is yes, it will dry your hair out a little bit, but that's why we infuse this with sea kelp. That actually helps infuse and keep the moisture a little longer. But if you are going to be using something like a sea salt spray to give your hair crazy life and volume, you definitely want to be using conditioner once or twice a week. This is incredible for guys who have thin hair or are thinning. This stuff, incredible. I'll link to it down in the description. And number 5, steal her products. Girl has gotten it figured out. She knows the importance of using high quality hair products. That is the reason why when she goes to the salon, she comes home and you're like, how much did you spend? She's like, $300. You're like, what? Woman! It's crazy the amount of money that women spend going to the salon to make sure that they look beautiful for you. It's not for you. It's so that other women look at her and think, bitch. Fact is, higher quality styling products do cost more money than cheap drugstore brands. And the reason is because the ingredients are higher quality. They're not going to dry your hair like a lot of the stuff that you're going to find over the counter, not over the counter, but at drugstores. If you guys missed the video that I did where I actually went to the drugstore, bought a bunch of products, took them home, and tested them out to find my favorite, I'll link to that video down in the description. But if you guys are looking for a great hairstyling product or you're not 100% happy with the current state of affairs that is your hair, I encourage you to go to PeteandPedro.com. There is a discount link down below, 25%. Go check it out. If you've got any questions, hit us up at hairhelp@PeteandPedro.com. We will be happy to make a Bueno Hair or Pete and Pedro product recommendation. All you got to do, shoot us an email, a picture of your hair and the current product you're using, and we will help. Women, they're beautiful, curious creatures. A little bit crazy, but the one thing they figured out is their hair. We could learn a few things, 1 or 2, possibly 5, from our ladies. Gentlemen, it's your mission if you choose to accept.